Okay, so we're here now. Good evening.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Precious. We are so glad you accepted to speak to us on this topic. You know, um, I've been a teacher right from when I was 17. Well, I've been a teacher when I was in secondary school, but I won't count that one. So right from when I was 17, I came up from secondary school. I've been in the educational system till date. So I might not be too old there, but I know that at least I have experience in that area. So recently, for like a year now, I have I started gathering teachers. I had this vision to train teachers. So we start having meetings and some trainings for ourselves and all that. But I noticed one thing. I noticed that a lot of teachers are fixed. Like they are fixed. They are not ready to grow. In fact, they don't have that vision of growing at all. It's just classroom, go to school, teach and come out and a lot of things. So that's why I thought of if we can have a topic to treat this. So that's why we know you will be one of the best when it comes to talking about mindset and growth and all that. So that's why we decided to have you around, speak to us. So let's hear from you.
All right. Thank you very much. I could relate everything you said actually. Was it not last week or 2 weeks ago? I was coming from the market. While I was preparing for my marriage, for my wedding rather. So I was coming from the market. I went to buy something like below Lagos Island very well. Say you live in Lagos, you live in First Park. First Park to Lagos Island, it's Timota. To be able to relate. So I was coming from there. I went to buy one of the things
Mm,
for my wedding preparation. So funny enough, I entered a bus that will take me to a bus stop before my house. So I entered first. So I saw one man entered after I entered. So I could recall that this man taught me GSS 3. This man was my agric teacher in GSS 3. Say you get. But the way I saw him, if I have not discovered my purpose in life, I wouldn't want to be like him as a teacher. That was when it dawned
mm,
on me that this is the reason why God laid it in your heart to let have this kind of anger out. Say that. So I was thinking of something that what could make this man still remain the way when a teacher when he was primary school, secondary school, there's a way we saw our teachers like we saw them at the high there. The way we are looking at the president of the nation now, that's what we saw our teachers then. Like, sometimes we think, when will I going to, when am I going to be like this teacher? Am I even going to be like this teacher in life? Then, but when I saw him that day, I was like, wow. So this man, but what I discovered from what I got was that this man's mindset hasn't changed from the way it used to be when I was in GSS 3. I'm talking about almost 15 to 16, 17 years ago. Are you getting it? But
yeah.
funny enough, his appearance, his our manner of communication, the way he was relating with other passengers, I could tell that this teacher has not really developed. Nothing has changed. They don't have this mindset of going to school, teach, and you know, they don't have the other mindset of growth. So at the end, though I paid for his transportation, but I paid for his ticket, but later I later let him to discover that I was one of his students. But he was still wondering who could that be that paid my transportation fare. Shey you get. So what I got from that was that a lot of people need a shift in their mindset, in their thinking. And that's one of the problems we're having with teachers today. Shey you get. I've seen a lot of teachers that they are good in these funny subjects. I call it funny subject because mathematics is a funny subject. But then they could not develop their mind so they can do more than teaching mathematics. Are you getting it?
I
So
am a
when
math
I saw
teacher,
this,
unfortunately.
I know. I later discovered that you're another teacher. I say you get. But then I was able to see from the perspective and from the angle at which you were coming from that a lot of oh, connection. Look. Can you still hear me? India, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So being a classroom teacher does not limit to a classroom alone. You can actually be a world class teacher, of which I believe that are doing. From the day you got
Yes.
connected about, I got to know you're a teacher. You told me you're teaching on our like, wow, wow, wow. The world is evolving and a lot of things is coming up. A lot of teachers need to change their mindset and grow as the world grows. Change it. So I'm happy to be here and I would
Yes.
love to share their own experience and how I got to discover who I am and why I started talking about mindset. Because the truth is just that if you have not discovered yourself, you can't help other people discover themselves. It takes you discovering yourself first before you can help others to discover themselves. Just like in the Bible, in the scripture, I'm a Christian I will say that with all boldness that if you have not saved, you can't save others. You need to first save yourself first before you can think of saving others. It's your grace that have helped you to save yourself. You can now see how to the need why you need to save other people. So I'm happy to be here and to share my view and answer some questions and hi, Mr. Cashman. So thank you for having me, Angel. Can you hear me? Angel, can you hear me? I'm still. I think the network is kind of network
It
is
was a
okay.
network glitch. Sorry.
Right. Okay. I'm glad to be here and to share one or two things I've been able to discover so far in my journey of purpose and this
I can hear you
changes.
now.
Yeah. All right. So I'm glad to be here too. Okay.
As soon as I came in, there's no network. I'll visit this place.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, Angel. Network is really yeah,
The network was glitching, but it's good now.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
was trying to switch,
Okay. I can hear you. I can hear you.
but I heard the last part. Yes, I heard the last part where you were talking of, yeah, the discovering purpose and fixing your mindset.
Yeah, yes, that was what I said. Said I'm here to I'm glad to be here to share my experience and how I was able to discover my purpose. And before you can discover your purpose, there must be a shift of mind. Everything, like I always say on my write up, my articles, everything begins from your mindset. If your mind has not changed or cannot change, nothing can change in your life. That's just the truth. Everything in life revolves around changing of mindset. So the first thing to work on as a person, as a career person, as anything you could call yourself is your mindset. So that's the foundation of everything as pertains to human being on this planet Earth that we are. About the mindset. Are you there? Okay, sister, welcome.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, you can go ahead. I you fixing your mindset.
Yeah. I should go ahead, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So like I said like in everything one want to achieve in this life or whatever you want to become, the first thing is your mindset. Everything as this life as a whole is concerned, the first thing to change is not even you as a person, it is your mindset. You know, whenever you want to achieve everything, every goal, everything, just like like a newborn baby, the training of a newborn baby begins from the mind. If the mother tries to, impute our own culture, and when we're talking about culture, culture has to do with the mindset. It has become anything, it has to set change. Like how the man of purpose being today, because I said it happen for somebody, there must be something, you must go to whereby something must change life. What brought about changing, if any growth we have, it must begin from, that to be from the, can I continue the story of you want to say before I leave?
Okay. Well, that's true anyway, because my own experience, I noticed that anything you have not become in your mind, you can't become it real life. So before you become
Yeah,
anything in life, it starts from what you've become in your mind. And anything in this life, they all started one day to think about it and believe it is possible. So I want to know, what are the limiting factors? Like, what are the limiting mentalities that you think most teachers have? So when mentalities, we cannot look at how to solve them, the solutions we have to bring to these limiting mentalities. This is you think most teachers have.
I'm very well. I'm sorry to enjoy our podcast. You don't can, because your voice was, I don't know if you can hear my, try to hear the other, because was breaking. There's a way song, then I will love that. Just trying to get me. So far,
I didn't really get what you said.
Angel, eh,
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I think I said I very well. I didn't hear. I only hear part of. I didn't hear other things you say.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Let me hear your question.
Okay, I was saying, what are the limiting mindset you think most teachers display? So if we know the limiting mindset, then we can go ahead to know how to solve them. So what do you think are the limiting mindset that most teachers display? The kind of mindset they display that you think are limiting them.
I get the question come though, but let me try and you still breaking get the question very well. So the first one in life that's a bit. So let me open giving out. So mindset by here. Let me give you the definition. Now mindset is our mindset. You have a six mindset. You have yes. But generally that's what you consider your turn. Okay, so now training or there was a mindset. Somebody I think some teachers can hang out whereby your mindset. So the topic is a mindset. Oh, everything in life, like there's a good thing. Somebody has to talk about. For example, to achieve this thing that I was think deeply about that thing. But after that, then now from this mindset, it is what it is how you die, but things how you you pass within yourself out on the reality. For example, I'll just say anything from his mind. I always say before just to go out. Anything possible in your mind. That means that first before you put on you want to put on a meeting of whatever you're going to your mind, so your way of your thinking pattern, everything. Like let me bring it now. I I want to motivate somebody or answer somebody about time ago. The person was like, okay, we both went for the person was any and you are you with any higher than me? So me like let me put this figure for example, 100,000 in the same organization. Whether is not clear. The text come from others and people
Okay.
are please the other agent and What?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know why
thank
the
you. Declare
network
over
is just so
here.
bad this evening.
If you are there, go over there. There's like who are like this. Really?
Oh, someone said the audio is